Okay, this is OK here, and we're watching an elimination match between dushezzz and sha6rath. Dushezzz is black in game 1, and just to wind back the action, he's jumping with his knight and got a double d-pawn, and a hanging d-pawn potentially, although perhaps that knight would be hanging if you took. Or this pawn would hang in any case. The queen would defend the knight, but the pawn would hang. So he decides to defend e5 first, and so black defends that pawn, which has now gone from e6 to d5 to e4. And looks like dushezzz has an early advantage because he can grab on e5. But he's having a think. He doesn't want to grab on e5 for some reason. Thought he would take it. If takes back, you can capture the queen, get a trade of queens. I think that was fine for black. If pawn takes pawn, knight takes pawn, you take on d4. This is actually quite dangerous because when you take, the king doesn't really want to go to f8 because there'll be after a knight check because there'll be discoveries. But it doesn't really want to go to d7 either because the d file would be opening up. So takes, knight here perhaps would be a move. Takes, knight here. Okay. Knight here, takes would be the line, and then take here. Okay, he takes on d4 immediately, so he has created weaknesses here and here, and white has stuff to play for here. For example, I guess the plan is knight here next, and so quickly get rid of this. Oh, that's interesting. So he's trying to deflect the bishop and get in a knight on this square on f6. So it's a pure case of deflection, and the king wouldn't really have anywhere to go apart from e7. Knight takes rook would come with check, queen takes knight. That still may be viable though. Queen takes knight, there would then be a pawn here. At least the knight would be blocking the d file. Drop back. So it's dangerous, but I'm thinking that bishop might possibly even have been taken. And sorry, just to takes, and now this square is defended because the pawn is here. Attacks the queen, but white's doing really nicely here actually. I mean, okay, the counterattack is coming. So if takes check, the king is planning on going to d8. He could have just grabbed that pawn with check. I don't see what the reason was for not doing that. It's a check. So why not take it? Okay, but instead he moves, and now black deflects the dangerous knight. Okay, at least that bishop's not a hanging piece, it's defended by the knight. So, but queen takes knight check probably was too dangerous, even though it's check. What was it? Why not just... Yeah, this bishop can just be taken. So it feels like... Hang on. I'm suddenly thinking black's doing okay again. The knight here is dangerous. King would still run. And then rook here is an idea. Rook might be too dangerous though. It would give a queen. Not so nice. Oh my goodness. And sha6rath takes that first game. I'm actually going to look at... because I'm recording this and not streaming it, I'm not interfering with the action by actually looking at it with the engine. And the first point I want to look at is this point here. Knight f3 was smart. If you just go and grab this pawn, then takes, knight takes, well, takes, bishop e6. Yeah, so it's not so clear, but black's probably got the slight edge. So this is reinforcing is a much better move to do, which is what he did. Here, knight takes, pawn takes. So we agreed with this. Knight g5. Yeah, this point here, it seems very clear that you just wanted to take this pawn and exchange queens. Probably white sacks on f7, but still, this is good for black. Okay, instead this, suddenly the knight sack is actually good apparently. Knight takes f7. It takes, h3. Now this is the position. And I was thinking takes here, but apparently that doesn't work because, of course, the immediate knight at g7 is a problem. I was thinking bishop takes, and we have time to go knight at f5, and it's not so bad. But there's the immediate knight at g7. So knight takes g4 is correct. H takes g7, rook g8, bishop c5. Amazing move. Well, it looked like an amazing move. But at e2, apparently, is the one winning move for black in this position. He does this. Now takes. This is now very nice for white. e2 he finds a bit late. And here he should have just bit the bullet and grabbed f6. I was thinking, in fact, knight d takes f6. And only then, say here, and then you could even just grab here. Queen takes e2. And if black is so greedy as to take, we take the rook. White king is safe. We're coming in on the background. We have ideas of bishop at f6 and so on. Okay, he does queen d3, which wasn't bad. Knight here. White just takes it. Bishop here. Bishop here is strong. And I was thinking, why not just take back? But then, yeah, bishop d2 is good. Developing. And what do you do? I suppose if you did just run back, there's knight at d5 again. So a very problematic position. So black's mistake just all came from not going at e2 straight away. Queen d3, and then something like knight takes c2 would have been an issue. Queen takes c2, queen d1, opening up the d5. So that's the story of that game. Okay, into game 2. So dushezzz is white, and we have kind of delayed French defense sort of setup. He's finally played e6. Okay, captures. Queen d3, and we're up to the live action. So it's good that we haven't missed too much, although both players have used up quite a lot of their time to get to this position. Not much chat. But okay, so what move did I miss? Queen d3, queen h4, and castles. So obvious double threat. So queen takes h2 mate being the most serious threat. But even if you defend that, the point is knight takes f2, hitting the queen. Which knight? Okay, so dushezzz is going for defense. Nice move we found, both interrupting that attack and attacking here. Does it work though? I think it does. Queen takes knight, queen takes. That knight is actually secure. Knight takes pawn is tempting. No, sorry, because you can't take here. Because of here. But it doesn't work because rook takes. But rook takes, they're sort of dangerous ideas. Still doesn't work, yeah. Yeah, they're dangerous ideas, but I don't think they quite work. So instead he goes for getting a knight and putting a bishop in a very, yeah, this is a very nice move by sha6rath. He just wants to sack on g2. Very simple idea. And I think the problem with taking here is your queen is actually a great defender. So instead he's trying to counterattack. King will go to g8. Now what? So maybe we just did a move like queen g3. You can't take with the h1 because queen h2 would be mate. This is just so uncomfortable. Queen takes knight is an idea, bishop takes g2 is an idea. He just grabs a pawn. This doesn't work. Queen takes knight is already a tempting move. He's just asked for it. Yeah. Queen takes knight. Knight here check. Takes. Now, double mate threat. Impossible to stop. You have to find mate. If you don't find mate, you're lost. What? Oh, he was hoping for pawn takes. Still doesn't work. So, just to... Was there anything in this final position? No. Quite simply, no. But white was still fine, incredibly, in this position. And the key move to find is getting rid of the back right defender. So bishop takes a8. If you lose your queen, you still get an attack. Rook takes h8. The black king has no defenders. So it's not clear who's winning this. Maybe the evaluation is that black is actually winning, but it's very unclear. And if we just wind a little bit further back, was there any defense here? Knight h3, nice find. Takes. Yeah. It's hard to... Yeah. I think it was a dangerous attack from black. Really hard to see what he did wrong, in fact. But obviously this queen takes h3 becomes an idea, which he only encourages. So this is also a mistake. He has to go for the counter-attack. Bishop takes a8, and white may still be in control. Yeah, really unclear. Makes you wonder about bishop takes a8 here. Rook at e8, king here. Maybe rook takes rook isn't even the best move. At g6, that's a hard to find move. And the hard to find move from black is king takes g6. It's a hard to find move back. And the idea being if you just grab the rook, you're getting mated by knight d2, king h1. Knight h1, knight takes, and knight here smothered mate. It's a very pretty smothered mate. And what you're hoping for is for this. But still, it seems like back's okay here. And the engine doesn't really understand that. So anyway, getting on to game 3. We see a repeat of this opening, and this is all good from both players. It's good, good. Takes, takes. Yeah. Takes, takes. Knight here hitting g7. f6. So it's quite creative, using the queen to defend. E takes f6, e takes f6. And the black king's in the centre, so dushezzz is in trouble. Defends f6. Very strong play from sha6rath. Trying to block the e-file, and especially nice trying to get his king castled on the queen side. Is he going to have time? So there are 1, 2, 3 attackers on f6, but there are also 2, 3 defenders. So I think that might work. Takes, 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 takes. We're going to see if it works. Okay, instead of going queen takes bishop, okay, a delayed queen takes bishop. Now, white has the initiative. What has white got? It's white's turn. Like, if you allow another move, black is going to castle and get very safe. So this is a critical point. If white can do anything, he has to do it now. Very nice move, bishop. It's actually a great defensive move, looking forward to castling. I don't see why this can't just be taken. But it's an interesting idea, just shutting off that g file. Just take it again. Take, take, take. And you lose this one, and you just plop a pawn on e7, and you should be fine, surely. Okay, maybe not so clear. But it seems okay. Rook takes bishop, just pawn here. And knight here, check. And you might have to give the queen. Oh, why waste a bishop? Unless you want your pawns for the second rank. Bishop, I think, is saying, take me. But the strong move is knight here. I think it's a very strong move. You have to give your queen. I think you have to give your queen. I can't believe white didn't play that. I mean, here, I think I'd just take that rook and castle. He just castles. I think dushezzz realised he was in trouble there. I want to look at that after this game. So white takes the queen. There's no like queen at A, everything's very well defended, you put a rook down and the queen would be trapped. So instead he's doing this. You're tempted by this normally, but can you afford to just give up a free piece? But no, white feels it quite safe to a queen in hand, another queen on the board that's very dangerous. Somehow I don't see how black is. Oh, that's a nice move. That's a nice move for sure. There's no smother, queen here, knight, then this square is covered by this knight. So there's no smother. So what happened? Takes, bishop here. Yeah, fair enough. And we don't have a bishop to reinforce, so takes, put the bishop back, and then he can put another. Well, yeah, that doesn't achieve much. Huh. There was also a missed opportunity when the queen was here. No, there wasn't. The bishop was always guarding this square. So that's nice. Takes, takes, puts another bishop on. Yeah, it seems reasonable. Check, we can just take it. I don't understand that move at all. Okay, we have a knight to block with, everything's fine. Oh, this pawn's hanging, that's all. Oh, what did he do? He grabbed a rook. King takes. King takes? What? Oh, I see. Smothered mate was the issue. He really needed king takes. Oh, that is painful. Well, just putting a queen down is dangerous. Yeah, but you have to step up to eat this knight. Yeah, this is a problem. Knight comes back, the other queen could get back into the fray. Oh, he's allowing double knights. Okay, he's allowed the queen back in. There's a lot wrong with maybe time pressure, or trying to put white under time pressure. So white is in the driving seat here. Okay, rook here drives down. King has to go here, and now what's to finish? One there, yeah, and then the back rank mate. Well, that is annoying, isn't it? Back rank mate to finish. So where did it all go wrong? So this is a quite creative defense. I think I quite like it. So this is actually a critical position. Knight h2 is nice. Takes, and I didn't think white had anything here. So the nice internet. So move takes, 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 and takes. Rook takes bishop. Won't happen. And the move that looked killing to me in this position was knight at f6. So obviously king to d8. It's just met by immediate mate. But other moves are not much better. King f7 is met by, well, knight takes h7, rook at g4, rook at h5. Well, let's just say rook at g4 for starters. If king takes rook, rook takes queen, I imagine. Queen takes knight exactly would have been necessary. Queen takes knight. Rook takes f6 and castles queen 7. So this was very good for white. Okay, now after white missed that and just played this move, I thought black was doing okay. Just castles immediately. Nice move. Queen here. Bishop d7. Nice find. Queen takes g5. So it takes here. Queen takes d8 apparently is dangerous. Yeah, takes, bishop here, takes. So yeah, white is suddenly blown a really good advantage. Queen takes d8 is extremely strong. It's just forced mate. With 3 knights, a bishop and a queen is just too much in hand. So you go knight takes. But then the problem is knight. Bishop at d7 draws you out, and if you do king b8 or something, you get mated. So this is a very nice move, drawing the king out, or else smother mating. With the check here and the check here with the knight. Knight at f6, knight at d7, Not f takes d5 takes, a5 takes, queen for checkmate. As an example. What? Yeah, knight f2, 5. And why not at a5 and you don't? Yeah, you're grabbing that pawn. So that's a really strong move. But white actually lost it by not going queen at d8. Takes, bishop there. Takes, bishop. Just king b8 is strong. Okay, takes is good. Just king b8 is fine. But this is okay. And again, there's a forced mate. Incredible. Queen a8 takes rook. And this is the forced mating sequence of rook takes, this is the mate. So sha6rath finds a forced mating sequence. Rocks, takes, yeah. And he's on the ropes. So it all comes from this move here. That's the critical mistake. Instead of going something like knight d2, king e2, and then rook at e8. Yeah, that's brilliant. So you can't sack. Okay. Okay, let's get back to the live action. And turns out I've missed the game that dushezzz won in the following manner. He was white. Well, we managed to get at d7 strong. Takes a knight, puts a queen on. Oof. Just grabs it. Takes the knight. Check. It's a crushing victory. Yeah, really short win there from dushezzz. So now we go to game 5. So repeat of the opening we saw earlier. So the problem is knight f6. If we just did an obvious move like putting a pawn here, takes rook g8, knight f6, very uncomfortable. Whereas here at least the knight is providing some coverage. And probably white's plan is to undermine this knight. There's also, incredibly, knight here. It doesn't work because of rook takes. And that's why bishop f8. So knight here is the threat. Somehow he hasn't addressed the threat. He hasn't addressed the threat, and this is just, it's just painful. He's going to have to move the queen. I mean, even knight here. No, actually that's defending this. He's going to have to move the queen, and knight here is going to come. Rook takes pawn is going to come next. Probably bishop takes rook, and then king takes, yeah, something like this. That's my and then white will seek to drive this king back into the back rank and put a rook on the back rank. It's just one knight in hand. What else are you going to do? And here, you just can't afford. You can't afford to lose this rook. This knight will be coming out to here, and so on. The rook will be landing here. So this, and this seems absolutely clear. But that's not what we see from black at all. We see a counterattack on the queen, it's not fast enough. This is going to be game over. Knight takes rook, knight takes queen, rook here check, takes, king takes, queen here check. Ooh, let's get back to the live action. Knight takes rook, knight. Well, we're seeing the line I'm saying. King takes. He's only got a queen in hand, that's all he needs. Queen here check, queen here block, knight here check, queen takes bishop, queen takes rook. 4-1 to sha6rath. Okay, we have again a French defense, slightly less delayed than in some previous games. So he wants to dislocate that key and try and defend. Sorry, new pawn here. Defend, new pawn here and dislocate the king. Hard to see. Yeah, so was black greedy somehow? Takes. Yeah, it's hard to hold on. And of course the biggest mistake you can make what does that mean? Okay, it's a counterattack. If you take here, you take here. Well, that was creative. How did that happen? So it's a counterattack. Queen takes knight, takes, knight takes bishop. Backs off, takes, knight. Could have done, yeah, okay. He takes with check. It's a nice move. Doesn't even exchange queens because he's worried about queen at d8. So instead, at d3, black blocks the fire. Takes, and black to play. So black's given the pawn back, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, in fact, black is down a pawn. Down a pawn, but it's black to move. Yes, exactly. Fork. Black king looks safe. And now, that f6 and h6 are ideas. But this is too serious. So something like bishop takes pawn, and then fh3 will come. Unless he decides to keep on plugging away. And he does, he plugs away on e3. This is interesting. I'm not sure if it's good, but it's definitely interesting. This is all about the d3 square, by the way. Because if you take with a knight, at some point you can take on d3. Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure the exact idea, but something like that. Pawn takes bishop, queen takes check. Not quite sure how the line goes. So instead, I don't understand, why not castles? Because he's in check, so he can't castle. So he sidestep takes. This is asking for a pawn or bishop to be dropped. Probably a bishop, because that actually covers h3, h6. And now if only we had a knight, this would be very strong. Just a pawn here, get a knight here. It would be very strong. So instead he hits the knight. It's a really nice play from black. This is just amazing. Because he's going to get a knight and he's going to get a pawn on h3, which is defended even. It's so strong from black here. Wow. What does dushezzz do? His one attack idea was at h6 and it's covered. Maybe bishop here and just take it. Maybe. And then the problem is then knight here comes. It's so uncomfortable. Ooh, okay, that's a nice idea. So it takes. So what's this? There's knight takes bishop, pawn takes pawn, king takes, and knight here, check at the end. I think the king finds safety here though. This wasn't necessary, strictly speaking. Maybe for safety, because they were worried about the c2 square. Oh wow, I just didn't see this. I don't think it works though. I think he has to take knight takes bishop. He doesn't have time to attack. If knight takes bishop here, queen takes. And you don't have time to take back because of pawn at e2, takes. Oh, you're not getting mated, but it's so, yeah, you are getting mated, I'm sure. Knight here, queen here is mate. He has to go knight takes bishop, absolutely. Knight takes bishop. One here comes anyway. So uncomfortable. Yeah, it's nice. Protecting the square. I think. Oh my goodness. So king basically has to run. Oh, but he should have blocked first. He should have blocked first before running, surely. Maybe not. This is all, it's all over. Pawn here. Oh, queen takes pawn. Ah. Was there a case for blocking first? No, there's no case for blocking first. Because then just queen takes and queen takes. That doesn't work. But here, just knight takes f2. The problem is this. Yeah, it's all over. Where did it go wrong? It's a nice move. So takes. Yeah. King f1 is still fine. Which takes f2. Maybe it starts to get critical. Queen takes pawn is a bit of a mistake. Bishop d3. It's time to counterattack. It's a nice move, this. Yeah, this is a mistake. This is a really hard to defend position. But this is the point at which you could have done stuff like bishop a4, I imagine. Oh, queen a4. It's just such a simple idea. So go bishop d7 and you just go, good, take it. Or c6. Yep, you just take it. And you never need to be worried about this, because black simply didn't have the material. Okay, we come back to the live game. 1-5 down. In dire straits, the knight jumps to a new square. Okay, aggressive play from dushezzz. Nothing to lose. Going for aggressiveness. Takes. Staying safe there with his own king. Oof. This is going to be really dire. Oh, it's very creative. What's that? Just wants to go queen e6 simply. Takes. Takes. Is there a mate? Queen takes bishop, obviously. Block. Come with the knight with check. And you're going to be thinking, does queen takes knight block? Maybe you have to be a little bit careful. Smothered mate ideas. This square's well covered, so queen takes bishop doesn't work. Maybe queen takes knight does something. Okay, instead he backtracks. Clear threat from knight takes pawn. Good defense from dushezzz, really good defense. This queen is being harassed and black's getting his material on the board. Ah, wow. So the idea here is just simply knight here check, and you can't take it because the queen h2 correctly recognises that. So just defends his back rank. You could just repeat it though. Want to another pawn here. It's going to happen. Go black in this position. Ah, goes for defense instead. Okay. Pawn takes knight. What's the threat? Okay, he's asking for bishop takes knight, pawn takes bishop here. Just because there is nothing else to be doing in this position. Knight here. But my belief is that black is more than fine. He just needs a chance to get his pieces on the board and he'll be crushing. Light squares are a bit weak, but this king should be safe. On d8, I think. So I think the thing is you can't give up a rook or queen or your back rank will be exposed. So this makes sense actually. Hits the queen and also hits this pawn. It should be in control here. Queen takes knight. Just pawn takes, there's nothing. Pawn here. Oh, there is something. This knight becomes a thing. And then a knight check here. It's not so clear. King takes. It doesn't work. Queen takes knight, just knight takes. So the low time situation actually reflects the difficulty in the position. Okay. I don't know, white has so little material, but it's literally only got 4 pieces, a knight, a bishop, a rook and a queen. But my gosh, he's using those pieces well. It's just not enough though. It really isn't enough. Not enough pieces, only 1 pawn in hand as well. The thing is now, this is actually, if you can get his pawn, knight here would be mate. No, it wouldn't. But, yeah, okay, this is good. Pawn takes knight, just take queen. White simply doesn't have enough. Can white pull a miracle here? Okay, black's now putting all his pieces on the board with tempo, and the game is well and truly over. 2 games to 5, the match continues. dushezzz now with white. So he's only 1 break of serve down now, as it were. To use the tennis analogy, we have a French defence. So, this looks like a very classical position. Interesting defensive move here. Because f3 is a weakness. Because the knight is needed to cover here, but that's blocking the queen from defending the square. So he's going to go for this. Okay, takes. I think dushezzz has got some good ideas here. Just simply stuff like, okay, queen takes pawn here, so on. Or pawn here. It's actually even better. So this, you could, black can sack, which is why it's slightly worse. Okay, so knight here. So good momentum. dushezzz. So throws a check in. If king to d8, we're going to open up the d file. He doesn't do knight f6. Oh my goodness. Well, the knight's going to come to f6 sooner or later. Knight f6. Knight f6. King f7, I guess, just to avoid back g7 ideas from being an imminent threat. You could also go king f8, knight takes, and himself put a pawn on g7. Ah, okay, this is bad, yeah. d5 is going to be the key idea here. I don't understand knight f4. Very passive move. I really don't get it. He really should have gone d5 straight away. But now he's getting pushed back. It's not good, and he doesn't have that knight in hand. Because the knight really wants to be on f7. And he doesn't have the knight in hand for that at some future point. Still d5 has to be played. Just to show the line, sort of here, here, takes just check, and put something here. If you block, this is a check. It takes the rook. So, d5. Dushezzz having a long think. There are other good moves. This is interesting. This actually just yeah, this is so interesting. Ah, now we see d5. Oh, sure, he'll get d6 now. Okay, we're going to see this idea. Takes. And the other main idea is some kind of discovered check. And we pick up this bishop. Okay, takes. It's having a think. Okay, takes this one. Grabs the bishop with check, hopefully. Good play from dushezzz here. Oh! He doesn't grab the bishop with check. Okay. Okay, now surely he grabs the bishop with check. Okay, so this is dominating. Dominating play. Now I just need to queen some pawns. How to go about it. Very defensive move. The only reason for this move is, of course, there's at a6, but it's actually showing clear indications. It's just wanting to defend. And now it's dushezzz low on time. I think he's got enough, though, not to be worried. A nice move here might be this bishop here. I think that could be dangerous. But instead he goes here, which it would be dangerous if he had a knight. He doesn't have a knight, but he's now looking for a knight. Yeah. I like. Okay, so these bishops are very defensive. What's the idea? He just wants the queen. It's too fancy. Which takes h2 falls, but there's nothing, just king h1. And of course there was also knight at e8, another idea here. It's also quite a nice move. I really like knight at e8, but this is good too. Yeah, in fact this is probably better, because this is desperate to get a queen on d8. Okay, what happened? Bishop here. Queen on d8, exactly. Bishop takes, queen takes, bishop drops. You're not getting mated, game over. Excellent. Wonderful play. No defense. It's going to end with a smothered mate on d7. Yeah, end of the resignation instead. So the comeback continues. 5 games to 3. It's going to be tough. So we're going to get a knight jump to here, or like last time, to here. Surprisingly, it worked last time. So this should be good for white. The white king is not actually in so much danger. Gets saved quite quickly. In this kind of position, white can sack back himself and has quite a dangerous attack. Yeah, those e6 ideas. Maybe there's no time for that. Oh, very safe from dushezzz. So what is the strategy? Perhaps there is a strategy. Perhaps he's noticed that sha6rath is a very good attacking player, and we've noticed the last couple of games that dushezzz has starved him of material. I'm very careful to defend against his dangerous attacking play. But this is definitely very difficult for black. f6 is weak. Sorry, this is not what I wanted to do. The problem is white actually controls this square. So we might see at h6, at f6. I see no reason why white shouldn't just attack strongly. So this doesn't work as well. Probably just here. Okay, instead we saw a very quiet move, just developing. So Estonia against no one knows. So white can always get a knight if he ever wants a knight. Notice how earlier there were lots of dangerous ideas on f2 and how they were effectively shut down. That's quite instructive. Okay, queen here, just very simple threat, blocks. Queen here, very simple threat. Kind of annoying though, hard to protect. I can't see any way of protecting it. So knight g6 turns out to be a mistake. So I feel like white's going to win this game and with it win the match. This will fall. It's going to fall first. So sha6rath obviously not so confident, but it seems like there's only one move. And it looks crushing. It looks literally game over for black. F5's getting blown open. Whoa. I don't understand. Why does white not know about en passant? I'm stunned. What was he afraid of? Takes? What then? What? I am really stunned. I mean, that is, okay, just backing up. Takes, there's an exchange of queens. You could have taken that bishop, there's no reason not to take it. Sure, there was knight here, but this pawn is protected. So black king seems okay, actually. White to play. Rook takes pawn. Needs a counterattack fast. There's a mate threat here, watch out. He hasn't defended it. What? Missed mate. Queen e8 is mate. Okay, but instead, you take... What the heck is going on here? Queen takes knight, king takes, knight here, king here. What is black doing? Black is fine now, right? Pawn takes bishop is again a mate threat though. So I've got to be a bit careful. I don't see anything. Takes. That, so you can just take it from here, yep, takes. Okay, counterattack. Or maybe just bishop takes knight. It's only got one pawn in hand, yeah, one pawn's not going to be enough. 9 seconds each is going to be an exciting end. Don't think black's going to survive this, but definitely both players could have played this badly. Short on time, black to play. Definitely plays. Oh! You better take it. And now white to play, white to play and find a mate. What do you play? Takes, king takes. Where's the mate? Black has a lot in. Oh no, this is not good. Black's defending again. What has he done? Just block. Just run, yeah. Bishop doesn't do anything. Now, black's got a queen in hand, so there's trouble. He takes f2. This can't work. He's got a queen in hand. It's all over. Queen there. Standard mate. Queen takes f2. Mate. And what on earth did white do to blow that game? So it's not necessarily to give up the queen, probably. But once you do give up the queen, yeah, it's just not clear how to continue. Takes. What's the continuation? It's really unclear. Yeah, black's then suddenly completely winning. And the thing here for black only has a knight and bishop in hand. The thing to do was just to grab material. That game swung like crazy. So like here, black is actually struggling because it doesn't quite have enough material to do anything. It's just trying to create something. And this move is very important to take it, probably. Going back here, takes, I think was fine, but now, yeah, white had to find something concrete. So bishop would be 5 blocks. Now what's continuation? If we go takes, what's continuation? Queen at b7 is reasonable. Just grab the rook, something like this. Oh, I see. He's afraid of this thing queening, which is reasonable. He can't just say grab a random knight, for example. He does get mated, so it is quite tricky. And just winding back earlier, yeah, of course, his queen at d8 mate was missed. At the moment, black played f5. Just en passant, so strong. What do you do? Apparently you just run. That's quite smart, actually. Takes and takes. Okay, so it's winning for white, but it's not so clear. That's quite good. You just run. This, you could just take it. Yeah, there's nothing. And the reason is because this square is defended. So, the game continues. And this is like the highlight. This is a match decider. I should have been just covering it live. Ooh, he allows this. White's happy. He gets it. He's following the same line where black got completely demolished. This is a very short game, which sha6rath won, which it was a game I missed live, and he's following exactly the same line. But this is looking dangerous. Queen takes is absolutely necessary, isn't it? Because if pawn takes, knight here check, block, pawn here, and then knight at here, knight at is dangerous. So queen takes is the kind of move you want in that kind of position. Or maybe just ignore. Okay, maybe that works too. This is high intensity stuff. Can you afford to take the rook? Queen takes rook. This looks fine for white. Queen takes rook, knight here, and find a back rank mate. You don't want to give the queen, because once you've given the queen, queen takes bishop would have been actually a mistake, because queen takes bishop, bishop takes. There's always a knight h3 check. But we can always take the bishop if we need a bishop to mate. Queen takes rook, let's go. Just also to check if anyone is live streaming at the moment. Fishy. Is streaming, but not streaming Crazyhouse. Okay, interesting. Just allowing black to put more pieces on the board. Well, he has only 2 knights left to attack with. But white's lost the attack with that. Oh no, he hasn't. Yeah, okay, that's interesting. Okay, that's fair enough. So bishop takes rook actually looks like quite a serious threat. And if we take the rook, now there is of course bishop takes queen. Just takes the knight, that feels too casual. But what was the better move? I'm not sure. I was thinking bishop takes rook, bishop takes queen, pawn here, maybe. It was actually quite strong. But okay, so it'd be interesting to check. Is bishop takes good? He goes pawn takes. The idea of this is actually just to keep that queen here out of what's happened? He took the bishop. That is not that can't be right. Black is completely fine here. Pawn g2, king takes, knight takes bishop. Okay, just knight takes bishop straight away. Pawn g2 is a mate threat. Okay, that's pawn g2, pawn h3. So easy for black to play this position. Rook g1, pawn takes, rook takes. Ooh, oh, even stronger, isn't it? Oh, there's no mate threat even. Oh my goodness, black wins this. Black wins this at the death. Oh. Just knight takes pawn. Strong. No, listen. You can't go f3 because, oh, let's get back live. So he goes here. Okay, fair enough. You can't go f3 because knight f2 is what I wanted to say. White just doesn't have any material. Just count the pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a queen which is out of action. This is a very chill move. He wants knight takes h3. Knight takes h3 with the mate threat. Do it. You have nothing to worry about. If knight takes f6, just run to h8. Nothing to worry about. Bishop g3 will come, for sure. Fair enough. So, they're just ganging up on f2. Okay, I'm really surprised by that decision. But, whoa, suddenly, I mean, White's holding on. There's surely still something more decisive in that position. I can't see how to continue now. This knight is now hanging. Yeah, he takes it. Takes here, takes here. I don't know. White's a bit short of material still. Has to be said. But he's clinging on. Yeah, this is even stronger. Look like at f2. But yeah. Desperate attack from White. Just takes. What's the idea? Smart. Whoa, that was smart. What's the idea? Desperate for a rook. So desperate for a rook. He's just going to take that rook, isn't he? No, he's going to be patient. He's going to be patient. He's going to be patient. He takes the rook now. And now black to mate. It's going to be with two queens. It's not going to another queen here. Okay, queen there. It's all over. Black takes it. So congratulations to sha6rath, who progresses. Let's just. What was the critical points in this game? If I just wind back. I mean, this has to be good for White, right? Yeah, it's pretty good for White. Now, in this position, just queen takes rook, and this is all over. Queen takes rook, surely. White's winning. Engine doesn't agree with me. Engine does not agree with me. Takes here. So something's gone wrong sooner. Just castle. This is supposed to be the move that loses the game. There's no threat. The knight's covering everything. So just castles. Bishop takes. So the refutation of this is just takes here. But okay. takes, queen here. King takes knight is strong, and the rook is defended. Okay, so after this, knight takes f6 apparently is dangerous, and then take here. Okay, takes. I thought queen takes rook was the key point, but actually already white's in trouble. But now white's in a little bit more trouble. And I was thinking the following: bishop takes rook, bishop takes queen, and you want pawn here, so maybe you go queen takes knight first, and if he makes the mistake of pawn takes queen at e7, well, that's what I was thinking. But apparently black's still okay. Black's still okay, but using a queen for defense. Okay, instead he goes takes, and here I feel black's completely winning. Grabs here, grabs, and this is a mistake. Just grabbing the rook was fine. He backs off, defends, just going knight takes h3, that's good, but bishop e4 actually is a really nice move. Hitting the knight is a really nice move. Just grabbing h3 is brilliant. Doubling up. Now just the answer is just harass that bishop. Another nice move apparently is knight takes, bishop takes, and dumping a queen on h3 instead with a mate threat. So I guess the bishop goes back to b3. Yeah, I don't see why you grab this. Doesn't make sense. So yeah, at f3 looks dangerous. The point being that if you do this, you have at g2 with the background mate. Rook takes, pawn takes, and g1, look at h1 is mate, because the square is covered. So okay, that would have been a nice idea, but okay. At this point, black is completely winning, and nothing changes. So pawn at f2, obviously, would have been my preferred move here. Queen f2 apparently is even stronger. Instead he took back. Tries to desperately to try and create some counterplay. But yeah, there's nothing to it. So, congratulations to sha6rath, who proceeds to the next round of elimination, and dushezzz is knocked out. That's it for me. Goodbye.